Hello and welcome back to the HalfSword Championship. We've got a great event for you today, but let's take a look at the top 5 rankings first. The Men-At-Arms are your new champions. The Baron moves up to 2nd, the Dark Knights down to 3rd, the Halberdiers are in 4th, and the Plancon Triplets in 5th. Onto the first fight, we've got the Swordsmen versus newcomer, the Blademaster. This will be an interesting fight. The Blademaster has refused to give his real name. He considers himself the greatest swordsman, and he thinks he's going to walk through the swordsmen of the HalfSword Championship. Now these guys, they've sworn off the Baron's juice in recent times, and they think that the Blademaster is a corny name, and that he's not anything special. Let's find out if that's true. The Blademaster comes forward. He's going to have a tough time. 1 against 3 is not easy for anyone, regardless of how skilled you are. He's got a couple slashes through already. And the swordsmen need to get behind him. He's open in the back. If they can get behind him, a great dodge from him there. That was incredible head movement to get out the way of that slash. Now he's definitely not an amateur. Lands a good strike to the arm of one there. And slashes him on the face. He's going to have a big scar across his eye, that swordsman. It's looking good so far, but he takes a slash to the arm, and then as he turns to face him, the other swordsman takes advantage and gets him in the back, and I think he's done. He had an incredible 20-30 seconds, but the numbers were just too much. It's always very difficult for one man to do that much, especially against 3 skilled swordsmen. And on to the next fight. We have here today the Sipper of Petrol versus the Pokey Blinders. Now this is the first member-sponsored fight. There are 2 tiers of membership you can join on the channel, and in the Baron tier, you can make a fighter using your name or a name you choose, and you pick the boss that it'll be. And today's Sipper of Petrol, starring as the Soldier Boss, is taking on the Pokey Blinders. Let's see how he does in his first fight out. Now the big issue is going to be that it is just one man versus the 6 Pokey Blinders. And they have no idea what Petrol is or why you'd sip it, and they're desperate for a win despite having been comfortable in the arena now. And here is the Sipper of Petrol. He is addicted to this petroleum, and his entry was paid for by a rich sponsor. Let's see if he can prove himself here today. He comes out with his halberd, ready to take on the Pokey Blinders. Now all of these guys are unarmed. It's going to be interesting to see if they can get in close past the edge of his halberd. They could do a lot of damage, and as you can see, they're rushing him. He's managing to hold on so far, keeping some of them at bay. But this is a very tough fight for him. He's swinging that halberd, catching a few of them, but they're just not going down. You can see the blood on the edge of the halberd there. He's stabbed one a few times, but these guys are tough today. Usually they go down a lot easier, and that's 2 of them at once. That was a great strike. I'm not actually sure what hit the one on the outside, but he goes down with his brother, and that's a 3rd down in the corner, but he has lost the halberd. He is just swinging with his hands now. He's got a shield out and he is swinging at them. The balls on this man is incredible. Doesn't know which way to turn though. This is going to be tough to get rid of the 3 of them. He has the falchion in his pocket. If he pulls it out, it could be easy, but he is choosing to go forward with the shield in hand. Now he's protected on the front. He's just got to be careful of his behind. If one of them comes at him there, they could easily get a cut. You can see he's bloodied in several areas. One of the Pokey Blinders goes for a grab there. He's got to be careful. He could land a good hit with this shield and take one down, but it's not going to be easy. If he just pulled out that falchion, it would be so much better for him. He's doing okay at keeping his behind protected, but he's taken a slash to the back there. He's still holding on. Grappling around them, but that looks bad, and it looks like he's going down. Oh no, he's taken the fall. Managed to take out half of the Pokey Blinders, which is a very commendable thing. With a halberd, and these guys coming in close range is tough. It would be surprising if he did take them all out, but that was a great showing nonetheless. Very well played for the debut from the Sipper of Petrol. And up next we've got the Baron versus the PlanScythe Alliance. A new alliance has entered the HalfSword Championship. The PlanScythes, but these are different farmers from those with the Axemen Alliance. And these guys are angry that the Baron has allegedly, as we can see, brought a couple of squires with him. Now the Baron, he is not happy. He wants a trilogy match against the Men-At-Arms. And he's getting very tired of fighting the Plancons. Let's see if he takes out that anger on them here today. Now the free-wielding swords rush forward. The range of the PlanScythes is going to be tough. The scythe mixed with the Plancons is giving them great range. A beautiful move from the Baron there. Taking out one of the farmers, and it looks like one of the swordsmen went down. Oh my god, a brutal hit from one of the scythes there. A farmer just gets him clean on the head and with no protection. He loses his head from it. The Baron is against 4 in this corner. Looks like he took one of the Plancons down there. The Baron is not someone you want to underestimate no matter how many you have with you. He is dangerous in all situations, from 4 to 2 there, and the other squire in the corner fighting one of the farmers. He's taken a couple of hits. It looks like that swordsman in the corner has beaten the farmer he was dueling. I wonder if the Baron will let him come to aid him or if he wants to take the glory from these kills. I can imagine it's going to be that way. The Baron holding the Plancons back. He's taken one down, he knows how to do it. He beat them in the last HalfSword Championship. He's got a nice hit on one there. Is he down? I think that's one down, there's only one left. Moves into half-swording position. Back out of it again. And with his greatsword, the reach advantage of the Plancons isn't really there. I think his reach is just as good as theirs. And he knows how to use it. He's backing the Plancon away, putting him along the fence. It's only a matter of time. The Plancon's going to have to do something crazy and his hand's gone. That's it, he is down. And the Baron, he's going in, he's grabbing him now, grappling with him. He's done, the fight is over, Baron, leave him alone. We're going to have to cut this before anything worse happens. Get the security in there to get them apart. Okay, the fight is over, the Baron has won. And into the next match. We have the Plancons back again versus the Dark Knights. Now this time just the Plancon Triplets on their own. Taking on the Dark Knights, who have recently fallen from grace after losing the title. And they're very disappointed. They wanted an immediate rematch, given they did beat the Men-At-Arms twice before. But they're going to have to earn their way back to the top. And the Plancon Triplets over here, they're looking to take advantage of the Knights' loss, hoping that they'll be weak mentally. And the Plancon Triplets are going to take advantage of that. We'll see how that goes. One of them goes down early, a big hit to the back, and one of the Plancon Triplets is down immediately. That is not good news for the Plancon Triplets at all, who are back down to being the Plancon Twins once again. It is now 2 1v1, so Plancon Triplets have lost their numbers advantage. Let's see if the Dark Knights can keep up this momentum. A big hit on one of the Dark Knights there. He is wobbled, he has dropped his shield. It looks like he's lost his axe as well. He's pulled out a knife. He does have a longsword in his pocket, I'm not sure. Maybe he just couldn't reach for it in time, but he took a big hit to the head there. And another big hit. Oh, he's wobbled. He might be going down here. The Dark Knight is all over the place. He doesn't know where he is. Another big hit to the head. That is so many strikes in succession to the head of that Dark Knight. He cannot have a clue where he is. He must be concussed. Another hit to the head, another hit to the head, a hit to the hand and to the head again, and he's down. A beautiful combo from the Plancon there. A hit to the head, a hit to the hand cuts him, and another to the head, and you can see the lights go out and he just drops to his knees. He's looking around, he's not sure where he is. Oof, and he falls backwards. He's not doing well, he manages to get back up. Oh, another hit to the head. Oh my god, how is he still in this fight? He's down on the floor again and the Plancon thinks he's done. He moves on to the next one, but the Dark Knight has gotten back up. And he runs back in and takes another couple of hits to the head. But he's still in this. Another hit to the head. I can't believe this. The punishment that the Dark Knight is taking, how he is still in this fight, I have no idea. It is sheer force of will. I mean, the damage to his long-term health is going to be unimaginable. But he is still moving forward, still holding the knife, and another hit. He almost drops to his knees again. He's holding on. The other Dark Knight turns around to support him. Manages to take the attention away for a second. Maybe the Dark Knight regains some of his consciousness, but he can't be all there. The other Dark Knight wielding a longsword. Looks like he's going one-handed though. His other arm might be broken, which is very bad news. Both of the Dark Knights are compromised in some way, and two of the Plancons are now turning on this Dark Knight. The one that has been knocked down before, I'm not sure how much more it will take to put him out completely, but one of the Plancons is down there and it looks like the Dark Knight is too, but the Dark Knight gets up once again. That's unbelievable, and immediately presses on the last Plancon. The Plancons are going to be furious that he is not out of this fight already. The amount of damage they have done to him, but he just doesn't go down. Plancon in the corner here. Both Dark Knights pressing him. Looks like the other Dark Knight has lost his weapon and he's out of the fight. The other Dark Knight, the one that didn't take all of those hits to the head, has given up before his brother, who is somehow still in this. Another hit to the head. You can see the damage on the helm of the Dark Knight here. It is battered. And if that's what the helmet looks like, I can't imagine what's happened to the head underneath it. Looks like some blood splurted out there from the armpit of the Dark Knight maybe. Doesn't seem to have affected him too much. Great hit to the head in half-swording position from the Plancon. And I've got to say, no matter what the outcome of this is, the Plancons have done incredible. They have really shown off their skill here to hang with the 7-2, the greatest records in the Half-Sword Championship, and not just make this a competitive fight. It looks like they could be winning this. Another hit to the head. He's wobbled again. But somehow he just holds on. Another hit to the top of the head. And again, he's wobbled once more. Sometimes in these rare fights, you just see someone that refuses to go down, no matter how much punishment you put on them. It's like there's some kind of divine intervention that just holds him in the flight. He goes down to his knees once again, but gets back up. And I'm not sure what is possessing this Dark Knight here. Maybe it's the will to get back to the top and fight for the championship. Maybe it's pure anger from losing in the previous fight. The Plancon triplet has lost his Plancon. He's now fighting with an axe. It's going to be even harder for him to break down the Dark Knight here. And the Dark Knight is covered head to toe in blood. Whether it's his or his opponent's, I'm not sure it matters at this point. I would not be surprised if the Dark Knight falls out of sheer exhaustion at any moment. For a good kick there. It's just going to be difficult with this knife to get in close. I mean, it can do the damage, but just getting into that position is going to be difficult. He's grappling with him here. Throwing those kicks in with the grappling is good. But the Plancon, he must be so confident. The amount of damage he's already done to the Dark Knight is unbelievable. The Dark Knight, though, undeterred, still marching him down. And this fight will have to be cut down for the release, but it's been going on for about 20 minutes now. And 10 minutes of that has been these two locked in this duel, neither giving up a foot of ground. This is one of the greatest fights I think I have ever seen in the Half-Sword Championship. Couple more hits there. The Dark Knight still pressing forward, moving ever closer. The Plancon having to circle back, stay out of his range at all times. Ooh, he's got to be careful of those kicks. That was a great one. The Plancon returns with one of his own, but with the armor it doesn't do much. And an unbelievable kick, I think that's it. A great oblique kick to the knee just snaps the leg. That is brutal. What an awful way for this fight to end. The Plancon, after doing so much, after fighting so well, it's just a kick like that puts him out. And he can't continue. That is beyond broken. The Dark Knights somehow have won this fight. Unbelievable. Into the next one we have the main event. The Halberdiers versus the Men-At-Arms. This should be a great fight. The Halberdiers are excited to be here to have a chance at the title, but they are intimidated by their opponent's reputation. The Men-At-Arms are brutal, they are ruthless, they take no mercy. And they're riding off a high after defeating the Dark Knights, who were 2-0 against them before the last event. They must be feeling on top of the world right now. Let's see if that feeling translates into their fighting. This is just going to be a mess of polearm swings. Might be hard to tell what's going on at times. As expected, we find ourselves in 1v1s between them, one of the Halberdiers turning to try and find someone else, try and catch someone off guard maybe. It's a decent plan. Now the advantage for the Men-At-Arms is, of course, they have superior armor and I would say their polearm is better than a halberd. Oh, that was unbelievable. The halberd just flies off. It looks like it made no contact with the polearm of the Man-At-Arm, but the Man-At-Arm takes full advantage of it, instantly going in and getting the kill. It was a great move by the Men-At-Arms. I'm just not sure what happened to the halberd there. The Halberdiers going in. Remember guys, if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe and like so I can keep making more of them. Most of you guys that watch regularly aren't subscribed, so make sure you do, and if you have, thank you. This halberdier here is struggling with 2 of them on him. It is brutal pressure and I feel that eventually, it's just inevitable he's going to be broken down. He needs to land a great hit, but it's just very unlikely. To find a gap in the Man-At-Arm's armor with a weapon like the halberd is not easy. Halberdier trying to find his range, trying to swing. He sees the Man-At-Arms going for his brother, but he doesn't make it there in time and one of the Halberdiers goes down. There is only one left. This is tough. As soon as you lose that first man, the numbers advantage just takes over. There is only one left against 3 Men-At-Arms. It's going to be incredibly tough, if not impossible, for this Halberdier to take control of the fight and win. But he's trying his best. He has not given up. And that's commendable. He takes a couple of hits there. You can see him bend over in pain. One of them getting in close, throwing a kick in there. He just needs to be careful of his back. Keep circling out. Getting pushed back by one of the Men-At-Arms there. Oh, almost had it there from the Men-At-Arms. That's what they're doing. The tactic from them seems to be that one of them will grapple in close and twist him around, so that the others get a shot on his back. It's a great tactic. They're coming in on all sides again. Facing them down here. A great slash to the face there, made it past the armor. It's not enough to put him down, but that's going to leave a scar. He needs to be careful of his back here. The Men-At-Arms getting on all sides of him again. He needs to circle back out to get them all in front of him like he had before. He actually did very well when that was the case. Takes a hit to the head there, it looks like he's wobbled a little bit. The Man-At-Arms grapples him, twists him around so that his back is facing the other two Men-At-Arms. The Halberdier still holding on, still putting up a fight. Takes another hit to the head there. Hit to the stomach, he's not looking good, but he's still holding on, this Halberdier. He's dropped the halberd and that's not good. You can see the Men-At-Arms immediately rush in to try and take advantage of that. Looks like he's wobbling, he's leaning to the side, one of his feet may be injured here. I think he took a slash. One of the Men-At-Arms backing up, I'm not sure why. Oh, he's taking a hit to the back of the leg there. He's turning around, he's trying to find something using the falchion. The Men-At-Arms misses barely on his back there. Takes a hit to the head, he's wobbled, he falls down, I think he might be out. I think he is out cold, and that's it. The Men-At-Arms defend their belt, and still the champions, the Men-At-Arms. Shout out to our new member, Schlub of the Baron tier. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.